You are listening to the Ask Mwili Shion audio experience.
What would you say are some of the factors to starting a business?
The first one is going to be your why. Why do you
Yeah.
For people live the why and live the answer the why have to be started.
Yes.
Like, why do you want to start and what do you want to start? People look at capital and facility and space for things they needed to start their business. But meanwhile, if you know your why and who do you want to serve. For example, if you're trying to start a business in, let's say, maybe like in maybe beauty industry, for example. So starting a beauty industry, what are you trying to conquer? What are you trying to reform that the beauty people in the industry has not been doing in the past? So what are you trying to like reform and make better compared to the rich people? So now that is your why. That's what made you to want to go into it. So now you know your why. Okay, what do I need to start? Is it something I have to start from my dorm room first, or I need to move out? And secondly, the most important thing in all this is that anything you want to start, especially in business, if it's going to require you to borrow money or to first get money before you start, there is likely there will be challenges looking at it.
Yes, it's just like offset your debt.
Because you have to all the time always need the money. But if you want to start going into the beauty industry, so now I want to go practical, and there is no money, but you need money to start, or you want to get a space, but you don't have money. So, and you already know why you want to start. Why don't you, from your room, the house, start educating people, training people, paid, on how they can get better in the beauty industry? That is people that already run the business. So now you're coming in as an alpha, as if you know better than they do, because you've already figured out your why you're going into it, because of there are some things they are not doing. So when you start educating them, they started paying you consulting, and you started selling digital or courses for people. So the money you gathered, you can now use it to execute, if it is necessary for your physical appearance to be in place for such a business you want to go into. But if it doesn't require it, just stay in your room and make money and make money and make money and live your life and keep doing what you actually do.
So judging from what you said, do you think it's possible to start a business like with no business plan, like you're just starting from your passion?
Yes, people look at business, but now this is where they get interesting. And the truth is that I've never written any business plan in my life. I don't know how it looks like. I don't know what makes things happen. Like, I don't know if someone, like, I hear people talk about business, but I don't know what it is. I'm a purebred, practical entrepreneur. Writing a business plan is a way of trying to follow the rules of the business that governs businesses. But I'm not fond of the rules. I don't know how it looks like. If I'm going to like present something and they require a business plan, I have to look for someone to help me write. And probably maybe later I can learn. I've never written one. I don't know how to write one. I don't know what the context always looks like. But looking at hearing business plan, probably I think is a plan how your business is going to go perspectively. But having a business plan could depend on the model, how you started, and through who mentored you. How do you start from where? Who coached you from your beginning and executing? So for me, would I follow from the beginning? Never had anything like business plan for me. So I don't know how to write one, and I never believe in one.
And so are you saying it's better to be more practical than following theories?
Yes, a lot of people can listen to this and be like, oh, let me unfollow this guy. He's shitty. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Sam, I know what I'm talking about. The reality, when I said I don't know how to write business, but I don't know how it looks like, is because I don't wait a second to execute. Like, when something comes here, I have an idea, I have something, I just like go directly. The best way not to start is to be trying to write a business plan. So when you're trying to write a business plan, you're trying to make something formally. No successful business or brand that is in existing started with all this our formality of write a business plan, do consulting before you jump into the business. Bro, jump into it, and you will sort yourself a long line with it.
And I think a business plan is mostly for like, if you're looking for investments, like you're looking for investors to like invest in your business.
The only thing when it comes to investment is if your business is in existence,
Yeah, that's true.
you don't need it. They only need your track record of how you've done and trying to prove to the investors I'm really worthy of this business is what it won't blow off your money. We're gonna make money and everybody's gonna be fine. But if you want to start and you need the money capital to start, which is the first thing we try to eradicate from trying to get money. Loaning the money or investors to give you money to start that business, there is chances you will lose some money.
Yeah.
The reason why is you've not done anything. This is how it works. Now, you want to start a business, you need the money. You've not practicalized it, you've not made it set yet. So you need to borrow money to start that business. So a lot of people send me a message, I'm trying to start a business, I need this amount of money. I didn't even just reply, because if I'm trying to let them know they don't need the money to start, it's like I'm trying not to give them the money. I didn't even have money to give them, so I just decided to ignore. So you don't need money. And for the business plan, you can write it depend on the formality of what your business is.
Yeah.
But if you started and you've been getting some traction revenue, investors are not looking at how formality businesses are. And this is what people miss out. And I'm going to show you. Investors are not interested in how formality you are. They are investing in the person who is running the business. Not the business. The business can be profitable, but if you have a bad habit, you will lose everything and the business will crash.
Yeah.
So, but if you have a hustling spirit, practical spirit, and you're not profitable, if you look at Facebook, Amazon, Facebook for the rest of 7 years of their running, they didn't make any money, but yet they are burning money every day. The question is, where are they getting money they are burning from? Someone is financing it for them. People don't see that. We are only seeing they are making billions daily now on hard revenue. If you look at Amazon, their first 15 years, they are not making money, making profit. But yet they are seeing operation, not with their money, with someone else's money. So someone was financing, investors were financing them. Not because of that business one day will make money, no, but because of what they were trying to change, how they are trying to change the world, and the person, the conviction in the person who is starting and who is running this. So investors only invest in the person and his conviction in his dream of his business.
So in essence, I have a dream worth chasing.
Yeah.
On the issue of partnership, everybody wants to start somewhere, but not everybody can start alone.
Yeah.
So how important is partnership to a business?
This is how it works. And a lot of people miss it in the part whereby, let's say you are a designer and you want to build a software or a website that you believe is going to do it, and you don't have the money. But if you are in school, campus, there are a lot of hundreds of people that are in computer science or skillful engineering that they can help you build that.
Yes.
You can actually go there then and look for co-founder. Now you are a designer, he is a developer. So, hey bro, yeah, come on, but let's take 50-50 of this company. Let's run it together. I'm a designer, but your part is needed. So you get someone on board and to manifest it. That is if you don't have money and stuff like that. And if you know you can hustle to grind and get some amount of money to start, and you are not skillful in that thing, then you can hire someone to build that thing for you. Then along the process, you can still run it alone, because if you are in a lower country like Nigeria and African, if you tell someone, come, let's build this business together, they will need money, because if you people are not making money, there's no way they can sustain.
Yes.
Because they need to be thoroughly taken care of. They need bills to pay and things to take care of in their own life. So in that kind of scenario, you need to hire people from the beginning. So when traction is coming, then along the line, definitely you see people that are like believing in the vision and stuff like that, and what are like, boom, okay, can we partner and stuff like that, can join you along the way. So either of the two, one of them is going to work for you.
Okay. So partnership would be 50-50 or just hiring somebody?
I just, if you don't have the money, look for someone that can fill in the gap of the 60% or 50%
Like
of
me.
what you are lacking, then he can fix it, then the product can become one. But if you can hustle up, you try to get people or skillful people, but yet nobody want to like work for free to be a co-founder of you, then try to hustle up money and hire someone to do the project for you.
Are there certain business structures needed to run a business?
From the beginning, as startups, your structure should like don't dance to the tune of the formality of structuring as a startup.
Yeah.
You have to keep waking up every morning and keep doing the work to get the work done.
Yes.
You get it. But when you grow, then you start having structuring, they said you have founder, you can hire CEO, you can hire HR, different departments, stuff. But that is for like when you grow. But if you're starting, in fact, when I started, I can build a website.
Yeah, multitask.
I can do graphics. I can like a lot of things, video editing and the rest, photography and that. Because the reason why I learned all those things was that I believed that I will need all those things. And I don't know whether I'm going to have money to get those people on board. And most importantly, why I fit in the majority of every department we have in our place is that it is easier for someone to tell you this thing is impossible. And if you don't have any idea about it, and you just believe it, and you people just run with this whole low esteem or low perception or the ability to like doesn't want to grind, and you just run with it. But when you know it's possible, say no, this thing is not possible. So we've experienced it, and startups do it. So even medium businesses, even large businesses still experience as, oh, this thing can be done. But if you don't have experience, okay, good, let's find out. But it's always something that's what can be done.
So as a business owner, it's advisable to like have at least a little knowledge of
you don't need to be more practically in how to do it,
know it,
but knows what's the in-depth and how depth of how these things work.
Now I've been going on and all about startups, but then for like the big companies, does the leadership style of the business owner reflect on the sources of failure of the business?
Okay, the thing there is, not all founders can run a business. That's why you see some organization, they have CEO.
Yeah,
they have
board of
founder.
directors.
Yes. No, board of directors are like bodies who direct the organization. They have founders. They have CEOs, different people. And there are some people that they can run this operation and never be overwhelmed. That's when they are the founder and the CEO.
Yes.
So if you know that you want work-life balance and some stuff like that, you should hire someone to run the smooth operation of the organization. While you might be good in building things, coming up with a project idea, but why the CEOs and the CFO and the rest are running how the organization, how they can scale and the rest, so why you can be able to do. So as a leader, being the founder does not mean you should be ruling the organization. Know your weakness and know your strength, and let someone to fit in your weakness, and there can be growth in the organization. And that's what the white people are doing that black people can do. I want to be founder, I want to be seen.
I must manage my company.
I must do it myself, because that guy that I shine it. I don't trust that guy. It's not like I must do it myself. So that's a part of the problem we're encountering in Africa.
Now, in regards to like making it work, the role of collective development, like for the workers, cannot be overemphasized. But then how can the business owner make it attainable for everybody? Because, for example, there's a meeting and the person supposed to anchor the meeting is coming late. It will tell me it's not my father's company, I cannot kill myself. So how can the business owner make collective developments attainable
for such a person? First they deserve to be fired. And secondly, as a startups are businesses that are doing like $1 million revenue. Those are startups. From 0 to $1 million revenue, those are startups. So as a startups or a media organization, don't hire people based on what the promises they can do. Get to the field and
show me what you can do.
what you are capable of doing. I have hired people that they've been fired the same day that I hired them, but yet I still allow them to work for some time. But I know they've been fired already. Like practically officially fired, but I still let them like wait a little bit. So the fact that kills majority of employees and people working in organization is that they don't, the first thing, you don't expect your employees to work harder than you, the founder, do, because it's not their business, it's your business. But at least they should be more of consigned and strength and energy from the workers to their contribution, not because of your being paid. Because if they subtract their pay, if you fail to pay them for like 1 month,
They're not coming.
no, few will still come so that it doesn't look like
They are bad.
and you're going to pay them. The next 2 months, boom, you only see who has his own commitment into that same thing, that believes in the vision. So try to get people that you don't only look at their approach, their physical appearance to judge their capability. Look at what they are contributing. They may be doing their work, but if they are not contributing extra lengthly, you should always have one hope that they will soon leave, in the sense that when they get a better option, they're gonna leave faster without any notice. So I actually recommend firing anybody that thinks the job is not their father's business.
Yeah.
Because those will crippled and disrupt and also poison the other people
Yes.
that can work with their full flesh and blood.
So in essence, promote commitments. And
Yeah.
if it's not working, we can fire. So like you earlier said, personal development is attainable for everybody.
Yeah.
But what's the best way to like maintain personal development for the business owner and as well for the staffs?
Okay. There are some organizations which do recommend that when you get people on board, they are coming with their own knowledge and what they understand about the field you are hired them for. So sometimes you can see that these people want to like put in the best, and they seem to like be missing a lot of things. You can get an expert externally, come on board and train them and educate them. And in the past, I've also been able to, like a friend of mine, he get people from other states and brought them, train the team. And after some months, the team started leaving. And he was like, I'm not bringing anybody, but train anybody. If you are not good, you are not good. So the thing there is that the moment they are with you, you need them to deliver something good. Because if you look at the Apple product, the iPhone, how can the founder, Steve Jobs, and the earlier people decided, how can they put their soul into such a product that decade after their death, the product still live? But do you know right now, someone in Nigeria and Africa, once they die, that same day the product died. So until we African startups and entrepreneurs, business will now grow to that level that we are not building the product around ourselves. And that's why the personal brand of the thing that people are growing, which looks very good, but when you're dead, everything is dead with you.
It's personal.
Yeah, it's just personal. But even though your personal brand can also be built, that your soul, even though you are absent, the smooth operation of the organization still continues for generation and generation that is to come. So investing in them has a lot of roles to play, and that actually gonna help your organization also.
True. So what's the best way to measure success while still being dedicated to the growth process?
You can be grateful for every single one result you're getting, because we actually want to get $1 billion valuation, for exit. But do you know that yesterday you are at maybe like, or your sales record is like $1 million, and today you did 1.1 million, and you've forgotten that, like, 1.1, shit, we should have done like $10 million yesterday, like almost like $9 million in less than 24 hours. and you are not even grateful, not seeing the positive impact that you guys are doing. When you should be more anxious and like, is when you know you are not doing better. Yesterday was $1 million, and today you are now doing like $500,000. That's bad. So that is only when you're like, oh, what is happening? But when you make sure your growth success by being grateful and track the progress record of you people's day-to-day progress record. Because if you are making progress and you are not seeing it, but yet you are looking at the total achieved goal that should have been done in 12 months, but you want to accomplish it in 2 months, that will make sure to know how progressive and those of you guys are going. Because progress should be measured and success should be measured of your organization based on how far you guys are impacting and the success story of your customers.
So it doesn't have to be based off your revenue?
No, not at all. Revenue is for you, the shareholders, and your expansion. But if your customer, imagine you're making $10 million monthly and 80% of your feedback from customers is bad. You're not even in a business, you're in a Ponzi scheme business. And sooner than enough, people will get tired and you'll be out of business. So revenue is good, but make sure the metrics of your success can be measured based on how satisfied people you are offering services.
So that brings me to my next question, because social media now is like a major tool of advertisements.
Yeah.
But then the whole idea of promoting quantity now over quality is now very, very apparent. Some people say, like, let people just know me. Recognition is better than being ignored. So how would you advise such persons?
From the beginning, I'm a fan of quantity over quality from the beginning. Because the best way I want to do these things, but I need it to be perfect. That's a quality part.
Yeah.
The first day is gone. Nothing is happened. Second day is gone. One thing. And before you know, the whole month is gone. You only did 2. But from the beginning, when you speak your truth and put out the real authentication of who you are and the reality, the real truth of yourself, in quantity measure, it's better to get 10 metrics from 5 than getting 1 result, getting 50 from just 1. You get it? Because the one gives you the good result because you put in the quality in it. But from the beginning, I recommend starting out, put quantity over quality. But when you are not growing, you dump quantity, then focus on quality. By then, your growth, you already had revenue and you can now hire people. You're shooting video, making video for your phone. You're growing, making some revenue. You bought a digital camera. Doing the filming and editing for yourself, you grow to the point whereby you call someone, hey, come filming, help me with this. You go in the quantity and the quality and professionalism, you start getting involved. And when you now grow to a certain level, you are producing large quantity and following with a good quality also.
So it's better to be known in the beginning first?
Yes, than just be in your dorm and nobody knows who the fuck you are.
But
you have to come out.
Qualities.
Yes, quality, I understand. But you won't do anything with quality. It will take you more time to perfect a piece of craft or a piece of result or a piece of content. So, but put a lot of things out there and even let people, and this is how I even look at it. When you put a lot of quantity out there, you quickly and easily get faster feedback. We don't like, and also like if you're producing content, you see this, this result is not doing well. People love behind the scene of your content than the real scene content. They're like, wow. So that means I have to produce more behind the scene. You understand? So the result and feedback you get also let you know which one should you produce the most that people enjoy the most.
True. Now moving back to the startup, because everybody's trying to start a business one way or the other in Nigeria. So how would you encourage those trying to start a business with the situation of the economy in Nigeria today?
Whether the country is good or bad, or dollar drops or it doesn't drop, or there's atomic bomb, the country has never been in a good shape since we were born, and neither is it trying to be. So the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And another best time to plant a tree is today. So just start. Because if you don't start, you've not started. Because imagine you start today, in the next 1 month, you already have 1 month experience.
Yes.
But if you're waiting for the time when dollar drops down and stuff like this, you have no experience and nothing at all. So the country can have impact in how far you grow, because you can grow beyond your vision, beyond where you are, the society and your country. But you should be able to start, and you can be able to deal with things that happen along the line on the process of the journey.
So all you have to do is start somewhere.
Just start.
It's very enlightening. So what's your advice? I know you have given like a brief advice for like startups, or even for business owners. What's your advice for startups and business owners?
Yeah. For business owners and startups, this is the best time you should take a lot of risk, because there is no better time than now. So risk more than to be protected, because if you're being protected, you can let go what is you've got with you, and you're just gonna remain with that. Like we said, the thing you're looking for is in the other side of fear. Fear cripples people. Fear destroys dreams. Fear keeps people in bondage and not be able to live to the full potential of your dreams and goals in life. Fear. And the majority of the fear is an illusion. It doesn't exist. Fear of unknown, fear of people's opinion, fear of what will be if I lose all my monies and lose my capital. So risk more. And what about if you risk and it works out? Then you're like, I'm the king. You are not even, you won't even forgotten like you took the risk. So risk more, gamble more. I'm not saying do gamble. Like gamble more on a high risk and see if it plays out. If it doesn't play out, you've gotten the experience. So for businesses, expand, risk more. People are scared to leave the city because they are doing well. They are scared of going to another country to help another branch, because you're building the business on your own and you're using it to figure yourself. Because if you move to another country, it's gonna cost more to set up. The risk, what about if people don't embrace the business? Do it first. And these same people in the next 10 years are gonna complain that, oh, COVID has shut down our business. This has happened. Some people become billionaires and millionaires during COVID, while some people's fortune were destroyed. It's all about what they are saying at the time of destruction. So to startups and small businesses, risk more and scale more.
I'm sure our listeners are itching to hear more, but for lack of time, so is there any social media handle they can be sure at?
Yeah, on the various social media handle at Moile Show. All my various social media handles are verified except Twitter. So I'm still fighting with it.
Like our guest rightly said, it takes more than capital to start a business. It requires commitment. It requires starting small, and above all, it requires taking risk. It's been a wonderful session with you guys today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.